Main event.
Great fight.
Fight of the year.
Fight of the year
so far.
Fight of the
Fight of the
year
year so far.
Old school war.
Yeah.
That's real. Like the angle doesn't like that's real.
Yeah. It is crazy to see him in person. That close.
Yeah.
Hey, it's literally when you create your player on like video games. You
That's
like,
what.
7
Yeah.
feet.
That's
With
what
all
Bud
the-
said.
Yeah,
Bud
with
was
all
like,
the
you just
skills.
put everything up and make them as small of
Yep.
the weight as you physically can.
Shout out to Terrence Crawford.
Look
Yeah,
at his
shout out to
face,
Bud
Sean.
for sure. Opening takeaways. Anyone on the panel here?
For Lubin in defeat, 10 out of 10 in terms of being a true fighter and nothing to be ashamed of. I'm sure though Kevin
Hell no.
Cunningham, when after he met, takes care of his fighter, he'll say, "You've had that motherfucker, man."
Yeah.
I just know Kevin is gonna tell him that. In certain spots, you had to let go here and here, and you were, but
Do we actually
he
want
fought a good fight.
We want to go actually end to beginning. Stoppage. What do you think? Good stoppage.
Very good stoppage.
Agreed.
Just because.
Why we go there?
I don't know. I think
I
it's
know
just
we
something
skipped a lot.
because I think we're all going to address. I think. Well, no, we'll come back to it.
Kevin Cunningham's a great trainer.
Yeah,
I
thought it was the right call. What do you think, SP?
Yeah, 100%. Kevin cares about his fighters, and the long story short, that was the 9th round. They had 3 more rounds to go. Kevin knows what he's looking at, and as well as we do. That fight went practically the same for seven rounds consistently. And Kevin knew that it was just gonna be 3 more rounds
Of the same thing.
of his fighter
Yeah.
being hit, and didn't want that to happen.
And then
We found out after the fight that
reported. I think it was boxing scene that broken nose and then separated shoulder.
oh man,
Thankfully, I mean, if you can say thankfully, that's the extent of it from what we know. 'Cause
sure.
it looked a lot worse yesterday. What I was chuckling at is when when Lubin dropped Fundora. Right when he hit him and wobbled him, you could see me in the corner stand up. I was going wild. I was going wild in the crowd in that moment.
Carson wanted the knockout,
Hey, Carson,
I did,
me
for
and you
sure.
was pulling
and I
we was pulling for the
predicted.
same thing.
Yeah.
Between Carson and I was like Lubin by knockout.
Yeah.
Because I thought that there were some components. The fight played out how I thought it was going to play out, unfortunately. But before the fight starts, I'm like, you know what? I want to say this because I just wanted to be known. Like, I do believe that he can knock out Fundora, and we thought he got close.
Yeah.
But what I know about fighting tall guys, especially if you haven't fought them consistently, is that word consistency is what the key to beating a tall fighter is. If you are a short fighter, if you choose to fight a fighter on the inside, you have to be consistent for 12 rounds because you can't get caught on the outside. Vice versa. If you're a fighter that's going to fight a tall guy from the outside, you have to be consistent with your movement and the pumping of your jab and your combination, so on and so forth, because the moment you lose consistency, the moment things start to turn. And I think one thing that people don't realize in the boxing ring, a fighter's kind of like a quarterback in the sense that if a quarterback throws an interception, the quarterback gets a chance to go back to the sidelines, find his mistake, go back out and do it,
fix it.
But most times with the fighters, the quarterbacks that can't forget that interception, they end up throwing it again, and they end up, it's just
stacks on top.
It's a snowball effect. And the same thing with boxers. If you go back to the corner, you like dang, I didn't want to be caught on the inside with this guy. If you don't make your mind to make that decision not to do it right then and there, not to do it again, you're gonna fall into the snowball effect of doing what your opponent needs you to do.
Well, and the first round was perfect. The first round from Lubin was perfect. It was exactly what we thought he needed to do. You said it last week. Get your shots off, turn or get low, get off the angle, and he did it in the first round. We're like, okay.
And we don't see it too often. We don't see this type of matchup too often where the size is that extreme. But he showed that a short fighter can box a tall fighter from the outside.
Yep.
Certainly one who can't box from the outside.
Yeah.
But you can hit a tall guy from the outside, and you can do those things from the outside. People just think automatically, oh, he's got to go to the inside because he's the shorter guy. No, but he's got to be consistent with punching from the outside, taking away that distance with that small step back the way that he was doing. And after the first round, I was like, if he doesn't do that in the second round, that's more than likely who he's going to be moving forward. And it ended up being who he was.
It was, you talk about consistency, then it was the opposite. It was inconsistency. The second round happens. it's lucky for Tony or for not Tony, for Erickson that it was towards the end of the round because he was going to get stopped. If that
knockdown,
because he got hurt,
and just as Fundora was lucky in the 7th,
for sure.
They both were fortunate.
Yeah,
did it? Go ahead, Carson. Finish.
No, go ahead. You got it.
Hey, did he spit out the mouthpiece, Fundora, when he got knocked down, or he got knocked out?
It was closer to being knocked out than it was him spitting it out.
It didn't look like a conscious decision. Also, Fundora jumping up in the air after knocking him down was kind of funny. But he got hurt, and then I was like, just stay on your feet. And then he knocks him down, and I was like, he's not in good shape. He got up, and he didn't look like he was in good shape. And so I said, if Fundora, if he jumps on you, this is going to be a wrap. But he makes it out of the round, and then.
But he showed such gumption, fortitude, Lubin, in this fight.
And he did. And
there's a lot of fighters in big fights who quit over, retired on their stool over lesser injuries than he had.
He didn't need to.
Victor Ortiz.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even a good fighter like Billy Joe against Canelo,
I just the gumption and the heart are A1, but they didn't need to be. I think if he had fought his fight, and again, we'll get to Fundora and everything, he did great. But if he had just fought his fight, he didn't need to be on the inside getting hit by that many uppercuts. He could have he would throw his shots and then he would stand right in that mid range, and Fundora's able to just get you and tag you. And
hey, Shawn, was he as frustrated, Carson, as he sounds right now at Lubin?
Oh yeah, 100%. We both, yeah.
I don't. They're very.
It got to the point where he wasn't even good. He wasn't because Carson. Carson's like Fundora's got a punch from the outside. He was more frustrated that Lubin was just standing there getting hit with uppercuts the entire night.
And I don't say much at fights. I kept going, don't just stand there, circle the ring, get around him. Because he would throw these shots, and even if he landed them, then he just stood there. He kind of not admiring his work, but he just stayed in the range. And Fundora, my gosh, those uppercuts.
Well, as Gervonta Davis once said, it's different when the bullets come flying your way.
Yeah, of course, yeah, and it's easy for me sitting there in my Crocs to have arms crossed yelling, but man, Fundora. So I think we got to give him a lot of credit.
He's got to be a fan favorite.
He's
in terms of, whether you think he's going to be elite or the best fighter in the division, he's got to be a guy that you'd love to watch fight. I don't know.
I don't.
He's a fan. Okay, he doesn't. And maybe Shawn doesn't either.
I'm still just frustrated by him. I have to give him.
But you get what I would say that.
Of course.
Yeah.
I have to give him credit for that because you don't break somebody's nose and separate their shoulder not punching hard. And you don't get up from a knockdown, not having some marbles. So, no, he's probably better than I think he is. But it still frustrates me that he doesn't fight well from the outside. But my gosh, is he accurate with that uppercut? And that thing does not look like it feels very good. He popped Erickson's head back every single time he hit him with that.
That's not accuracy.
Is it just,
well, what is it then?
Okay, coming from
his head never moved.
But that's accurate. He's batting 1,000. Well, even if the pitch is down the middle.
I'm saying like he could close his eyes and do this, and he's gonna
okay. I mean, it's still accuracy, but
I'm frustrated now.
Hey, Shawn, I understand you frustrated. You got to get a guy credit, man. He did what he had to do, and we all said if you come in overwhelming, that's basically what happened. He just cannot keep. He could not get him off of him all night long, man. That kid he's literally Michael Myers. He's 6'6".
Nothing for you, I don't think, or for me.
Oh, okay. Oh no.
Yeah.
Scared me. He's 6'6", but he's a toothpick. But he's coming all night long.
What's up? I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Ant. Follow me on IG with 2 T's. Let's do it. Let's do it again.
All right. Just introduce yourself.
Okay.
And then you tell them what to do. I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Anthony Brenagh.
Carson Merk. Like, subscribe, comment.
This is the Porter Way.